we can't do that. It's more like that. I mean, when you get right down to it.
More than one way to skin a cat.
Oh, but let me tell you what, man. If that was the case, I've got a 50 by 100 foot cat tarp that I made from the skins from these guys telling me what I can't do. I've known Mike for how long, Mike? When did I meet you? About 4 or 5 years ago?
Yeah, about 4 or 5 years.
And it's been a great relationship, and it's been something that kindred spirits, more or less. Mike's a real artisan, a real go-getter, and a real organized person. And anybody, young entrepreneur that would like to learn how to take a dream and manifest it through your whole life is what we're here to talk about.
They're my favorite because I just have taken an odd piece of wood and made something out of it. You know, it's not too alike. And one of the things I actively collect are, I love handmade hooks, hand forged hooks. So I have a lot of these up here that's hand forged. All that stuff back there is hand forged.
What are hanging off of these birds' nests?
Yeah.
What kind of birds?
Tweeter or something like that.
Tweety birds?
Yeah. Oh, these are some of the awards. That one, Easy Rider magazine. And see that Easy Rider magazine up there?
Yeah.
That's the very first one.
Ever?
Yeah, #1, volume 1. The annual runs are like all these are the Hog Group. And these are all the Indian riders. They put out on one year when I was hosting the Indian here at my ranch. Mm-hmm. I had those made in Bali, and I gave these out for the run pins to everybody.
That as I look around, you've got these diverse interests. Being motorcycles. Motorcycles and gardening don't usually seem to mix. You know, like usually like Indian owners aren't known to be trimming their podocarpuses in the backyard. Is it okay if I sit on it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, this seat's a little small for me. My house isn't as big as yours, but it will fit. How do I look?
You look good.
Do I got the swag? Indian motorcycle. Now, what year is this one, Mike?
This is a 48.
A 1948.
Actually,
and it's got a suicide clutch with a shifter right here on the top.
Mm-hmm. The clutch is down there.
Clutch is right here.
Yeah. It also has a pack. I should have brought that out.
And then these special, were those are original shock absorbers on it?
Yeah.
So back in those days, they had a lot of hardtails, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Was this one of the ones that basically made it easier to ride, or
no?
was there easier on your butt? Your butt seemed to be flattened out quite a bit, and I was wondering if that was the reason for riding these motorcycles. This is a rare bike, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of the more expensive bikes back when it was made. It still is today. They're a $100,000 bike.
So is this the one you're going to give me?
Yeah, you're going to take it home with you. This
What kind of skin is this? This looks like whale testicle skin or something. What is this?
You know all about those.
Beautiful paint. Wow.
First bike I ever owned, yeah. So 1946.
This is beautiful. You think I could get my cottage cheese butt in that sidecar?
Yeah, you could.
Drive this bike?
They're pretty difficult to ride with a sidecar.
For the balance and everything. You got to know
the
what you're
sidecar. It wants to throw you one way all the time. You have to compensate for it. And it's 1938.
A 1930.
Yeah, Harley Davidson.
God, you were just in kindergarten back then, right?
Yeah.
Actually, it's got a spring.
Yeah.
Look at that. Like right here, there's a spring inside that's loaded, so the seat will
If it weren't for
move,
that, see,
because it's a hardtail in the back, and I don't know for I don't know motorcycles at all, but I know a hardtail is where there's no shock absorber on the back of this bike, and every single thing on the road you'll feel it. So Harley put the spring in the seat to compensate for that. Does it help?
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
Not all about the money, it's about the collecting, but this is a very expensive motorcycle, I would imagine, and this is completely original, isn't it? It's not been adapted in any way.
No, you get 60,000 really easy with this.
For this bike.
Yeah, I wouldn't sell it for that much.
No.
I mean, I'd want more than that, but.
Of course you would. Yeah, the thing is that you wouldn't want to sell anything for what it was worth. You want to get more. Now tell us about this. Look at, now this is this your little like Volkswagen hay wagon? Or you take this around for like little hay rides out on Oz Ranch or what?
I usually pull it with that truck there.
Yeah, but you got benches in the back, or is that just like wheel well covers?
No, the cheerleaders wanted to go in a parade, so I pulled them in this Oakdale parade.
So you made this for a community parade.
Yeah.
That's cool.
What this is a bed of double cab. See, this is a single cab. A double cab is
Had another cab
short,
behind it.
Yeah, so it shortens the bed space.
So you took the front.
I took the front off of that. That fender, back fender there, I could get $1,000 just for that fender. And it's a
Fender?
I'm not fender, I mean bumper. This here.
$1,000 just for the bumper,
For
huh?
the bumper, yeah.
Wow.
Because
So what time do you usually go to bed at night?
you see this whole gate is full of gone.
Because if you could get $1,000 for that bumper, I could get $1,000 for it too. All right. So now, here we've got
That's the 1954.
a 1954 Volkswagen pickup truck. Mm-hmm. This is a pretty rare deal.
54 is very rare. This hinges down.
Is this bumper worth $1,000?
I don't know. But see the sides fold down so you have a flat bed. And I made this.
You had
cover.
this Indian made. Mm-hmm. Will that thing hold a motorcycle? Could you put a motorcycle in that trailer?
Yeah, you gotta cock the wheel. It'd be tight, but.
Yeah. Now this one.
Oh, Bob, this has.
This is like, they call that a 14 window or some kind of windows?
21 window.
21 window Volkswagen. Now, there's a 21 window is what you're calling this, Mike?
Yeah. And this was the second to the last year that they have the semi-4 windows that go out like that. This bus is, I've seen them go for $120,000.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty rare.
And especially in this condition.
Yeah, it needs a little bit of work.
And but this is all original. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Original seats inside of it. The original stains from the first hamburger he had in here.
Hey.
That's in here.
Hey, also, you got to get out of there. Come
You've
on.
also got, I don't know what those stains are in the back from. I don't want to talk about that.
That's her bed.
But they are original.
Yes.
All the stains inside those seats are original stains. They've not been removed. And are you the one that put those stains in there?
I'm not. Where's Lisa?
When did you start on this journey of developing Oz Ranch and
Well, you know
coming up
what?
with all of these different
You know
little
what?
nooks and crannies and areas and landscaping and all of that? When did all that start happening?
For the first 3 years after I bought this piece over here, it was just cleaning up the property.
So like this area here that we've got here, when did this particular camp area come into existence,
Okay,
and what was
well-
the original idea of that?
My son and I got crawled through the briar to get down here originally, and right there we sat right there, and we shared a joint.
What's a joint?
I don't know.
Okay, some kind of like
He says
cigarette.
it made me laugh a lot.
All right, okay.
And then my son died a few years after that. So I made that little area for Rich.
A memory for him.
Yeah.
So Mike, what do we got down here? Let's take a look what you got going on here. This is called what, the Circle of Friends?
Circle of Friends, yeah.
What is this? This is like, little did I know that this existing beauty, peaceful bliss in Oakdale, and I have discovered such a fun place here. It's just, how do we really have, so what you did is let's talk about the physical construction. What do we got here? You've got like redwood trees. Then you planted the redwood trees, but then you're training them on a metal frame.
Right.
And this metal frame that you can see like right in here goes up to the top, and you're gonna basically weave those together to like a tree that goes up. And how long has this project been working?
Oh, shoot. 20 years at least.
These trees are 20 years old?
Yeah, but they don't get any light here. And one thing. The other thing is I just fool around with them all the time.
So people come in here and find peace, tranquility, and bond with each other. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
And this was your idea? Mm-hmm. And have you experienced this elsewhere, or was this something that you just came up with?
No, this is something I came up with.
Good idea. And how often do you use it? Do you meditate in here?
I don't. But
Have you ever had sex in here?
I've had sex every place on this property.
Oh, really? Thanks for sharing. So, like, what position were you in here?
The Obelisk.
Talk about what?
The Obelisk.
The Obelisk. We're right here. So what's going on here?
Well, it's
Now, did you hand carve this? How you cut this with your saw?
Yeah, I cut it with myself.
Who did all of the inscriptions of all of the people here?
A friend of mine.
A friend of yours.
See, what this is
Most of this stuff is
thing-
anonymous. It's a friend. It's a person. A guy I know. That's the kind of thing. Go ahead.
What this is, for years I was trying to think of some way of giving recognition to the people that has contributed their time or ideas.
Energy or whatever it is for respect on the river.
Well, for
the Oz Ranch.
For the ranch, yeah.
Okay.
So I finally came up with this idea to make an obelisk. And so this is all people that I'm thanking. It says thank you up there on the top.
Yes.
And an obelisk of appreciation.
You don't go to too many places where they've actually made an obelisk out of a center cut of a redwood tree and then given honor to people that have helped contribute to a place. So this is pretty special. So let's go up and look at the Bali Hutt.
I bought this from in Bali,
The hut.
the whole hut, and reassembled it here. All that wood is made out of coconut wood. Coconut trees, you know, are not that uncommon, but to have a coconut tree that's timber quality is very rare. And but anyway, that's the coconut.
So these are the center poles of a coconut tree.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta tell you, that's nuts. This right here, I happen to know is a Garuda bird.
Yeah.
And this is a combination of, what is it, a bat and a bird.
I don't really know.
And has wings. And this is a very highly, up in the hierarchy of the spirituality of the Balinese people, the Garuda has a special place. I can't speak exactly, maybe we'll do a little research on it. And then over here you can see the carvings like a horse, whales from the sea, a cobra. Like whenever I come out here, in a lot of cases when I'm in the Oz Ranch, I feel like I've been snake bit. They carved a bear.
Yeah.
So that looks like that bear could have come from Alaska.
Yeah.
Very cool. And a turtle. The turtle's a sign of long life. So all of this artwork that he's assuming, and then did they do the eagle up here, Mike, as well?
Yeah.
Did that come from Bali?
Yeah.
Look at this eagle. It's pretty amazing to get a kind of an idea of the scale of it. Look at how big this is. This is pretty cool.
It came from a big tree.
Yeah, it did. But you know, Mike, in your life, you're used to being recognized as a big guy, right?
Yeah, right. The treehouse.
Yes, sorry.
I just wanted one for years. Actually, I wanted to put it on a different tree down here, but on a big oak tree. But I'm glad I didn't, because that would have been a lot harder. It was way high. But this makes it into a bed. I mean, into a, a couch thing here. It's got a toilet, a flushing toilet. These are kind of cool, huh? These are walnut, made from walnut burls.
Did you get it to rock?
It's a rocker.
Amazing.
Hey, here's one of the trees. You can hardly see it. But it does light up.
What's up? Oh, you can't really see it during the day?
Yeah. That's a tree.
Really?
So what's about the squeaky tree?
As when the wind blows, we have a rubber boot around it so the water doesn't come down. But that boot squeaks when the wind blows.
Now, Mike, you have people that rent your cabin, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much would it be to rent?
The tree house or the cabin?
This.
This? Well, we just lowered the price. $175.
A month?
No, a day.
Oh, a day. That makes more
Yeah.
sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Pack for all of your accoutrements that you may need to bring along or things that you want to keep covered from other people. It's got a stereo system in it. It's got everything. If you look inside here, pencils, all of the different jewels and everything. This is like a man golf cart. This isn't something that some wimpy individual would have. This is a real man's golf cart. This is like the kind of golf cart. You know what I'm talking about? So now what we're doing is we're entering into what you call the warehouse area.
Yeah.
So on Oz Ranch, it's got like a collected boneyard. He's just collected and he saves everything, but it's organized where you can know what you've got, which is so interesting. Wall here, Mike, this is quite an eclectic gathering of antiquated stuff. You've got old wheels up here, you've got chains, you've got different kinds of blacksmith tools. It just seemed, how did all this stuff get accumulated?
Just a lot of people just bring it by, just drop it off.
So they know that you've got this wall going on and people just bring stuff by and drop it off.
Yeah.
But then the thing is to keep it organized and keep it dialed in is kind of amazing. What are these big rings over here? Are those off of barrels or what are those rings there?
I think most of them are wagon wheels and stuff.
Oh, wagon wheel metal.
Yeah, see these carts here, there's 5 different gauges of railroad. You start back here, they're 18 inches wide, and then it goes up to 20, 24, 28, and 40. They can see it
On the train up on top.
Yeah, the cart, yeah.
So now this is the warehouse over here, is what we call it. And is this all recycled wood that you did when you made the doors?
Oh yeah, all recycled. I had to, when we were doing all this, obviously there's you're using used wood, you have a lot of scrap. A lot of scrap. I had a 12-inch rule. It was
a 12-inch rule.
12 inches or more, we save it. 12 inches under, we get rid of it. But that's how I used all the scraps here. And all that row is all scraps. Those are all manual jacks up here. Got over 100 of those. A lot of stuff.
Warehouse shop, so to speak. And as we walk down here, all of the different tools that are required, bar clamps, PVC pipe. He's got a motion detector, so when you walk in, it turns the light on for you. You don't have to go in there. All of the different connections. You need a piece of pipe on the ranch. You need a fitting on the ranch. This is the section that you're going to come and look at it. How did the engine block tradition start?
I was RCLM into Volkswagen buses. And so the Volkswagen people are the one that turned me on to doing this. They take the old engine block from a Volkswagen that was made out of magnesium and put the engine block in the fire and it get hot enough, the magnesium melts. And if you hit it with a blast of water, sparks just go, a long way.
So like every time that you decided to put the magnesium engine blocks in the fire, did you smoke a joint every time that happened? Or
probably.
Yeah, probably. So now we have like record of, it looks to me like around 30 or 35 engine block parties that you've had, and that basically is a big deal. And we're going to have one of those tonight as well, aren't we?
Oh yeah.
Now, where do you get the engine blocks at? Do you have to go into like San Francisco and steal cars, or what do you do?
Give it to me.
Are the cars that have the engine blocks homeless?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
So where do you find them?
From Volkswagen repair shops and stuff.
Volkswagen repair shops. Find them. So how many you got in stock?
Oh, 8 or 10 or something.
Oh, 8 or 10. So you got a backlog.
Yeah.
You're ready for some partying.
Yeah.
Mike, I want to thank you so much for taking us on this tour of Frost Ranch and being able to share with all of our viewers this amazing property, and you're an amazing person. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bob.
And hopefully this has been a good adventure for everyone that's views this video. Stay tuned to get back to work, and we're going to have more coming up. Next time, another adventure. Thanks again, Bob Campana, and get back to work. Oh, I've been told, don't forget to subscribe. There we go.